Eov. I said Ramban on Eov, and then we found this. Slick sent me this. Remember you sent me this?
I think
I
so.
printed it out,
Wow.
and then we got the whole Parish Haramban on Eov, and now Avi Murray just brought it, and now we get to the sugya of Eov. When Avi Murray was here, we got to it. Unbelievable. Like that day.
Wow.
It was crazy. So the Pasuk says, Yasobu alai Rabbav Yifalach Kil Yosai. We have those psukim. Do the English. This is right here. We're at Eov. Nice. Tet Zayin Yud Gimel. 16:13. Yasobu alai Rabbav Yifalach Kal Yosai. How do they teach it in this? In this one? And that his bowman surrounded me. He coldly sliced through my kidneys. Okay. Yifalach Kil Yosai. He sliced through his kidneys. Lo yachmol yishpoch la'aretz mirei rasi. Pour the juices out on the ground. And we're back! And we're back. Orta Zustai, SuperChullin, Morning Seder, Kuf, Mem, Tes. The Gemara says, Kuf, Mem, Tes is a reference to the tzaddikim who are mikamet atzman in divrei Torah and olam hazeh. They fold themselves over on divrei Torah and olam hazeh. You know, sitting over a sefer, you're mikamet.
Wow.
Okay, so Yifalach Kil Yosai Velo Yachmol Yishpoch La'aretz Meirasi. And so, what does he say from here? He says that's what the friends told. Look, it says Yishpoch La'aretz Meirasi. If Adai Eov Kayim, Eov didn't die. Gallbladder sliced. Eov still alive and kicking. If he was alive and punching but not kicking, then we would have like a suffix. Maybe he really does make him a treifa. Alive and kicking, meaning he's kayim.
Meaning his quads were still working.
His quads were still working because he was alive and kicking. That's correct. That's a great deal. So the Gemara says ein mazkirin maisanisim, which is very interesting position in the Gemara. We don't mention maisanisim. It was a miracle over there that he continued to live even with a sliced spleen. Right. That's what Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Yehuda, or Rabbi Yitzchak, Rabbi Yossi answered. He says, we don't mention Maisa Nisim. Right. Oh, it was a miracle? We're not gonna mention that. We're saying a general principle, right? General principle is you slice into a kulia, into a kidney, and the juices all fall to the ground. That's a treifa. He's not going to live. Oh, one time it happened that someone's kidneys got sliced and he lived. By Eov, that was a Maisanisim. Why was it considered a Maisanisim? De'ilo de'machi, because you don't say this, that it was a nace. Yiflach kol yosai v'lo yachmol, cut my kidneys and doesn't have any chemla, any mercy. Mikachai, who would live like this. Ella Nisa Shiny, rather it was a miracle. And the miracle is different. Tichsev Raches Nafsho Shemor. Hachanaz Nami Nisa Shiny. So when Hashem said to the Satan, you can do whatever you want to Eov, which again, what is the hardest Sefer in Tanakh, Sefer Eov. And so Hashem says to the Satan, go for it. Go for it. So do we see that the Satan gets to just kind of like come into our world and exit, come in, out from that? Is that what we see, that the Satan just gets to like come into the world, fly around, shoot ba'aretz? So the Satan came into the world and he really tortured poor Eov, poor Job, poor Job, poor Eov. And so, but he said, Hashem said, don't kill him. You can torture him, but don't kill. Oh, thanks Hashem. What a great thing to do. Oh, well, maybe it was a Rush who deserves it. Oh no, it was Eov, someone who was a tzaddik. Hashem just gave him to the Satan for nothing. For nothing.
Right. The only thing that sticks in my mind, may I just comment, is the parish of the Ramban that later.
Right, we don't even know that's the parish of the Ramban.
Right.
The parish that this Acharon in the parish of the Ramban wants to miyachis to the Ramban. It could be that is the pshat of the Ramban. Schlegg's, of course, mentioning Gilgul. I point to the head, Gilgolas.
Of course, I just have to.
Gilgul. Ah, Schlegg, Gilgul lad over here. The Gilgul guy. So, yeah, that is one way to understand it. And there are diaks in the Ramban that would imply like that. So, but we see that if that it's a treifa, according to Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Yitzchak, Rabbi Yossi. He says, sorry, Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Yehuda is the one who said that that's a treifa if the kidney gets cut. But we're talking about gallbladder and then talking about kidney. Now, I remember that people have tried to explain to me the difference between gallbladder and kidney and spleen in the past, but so far, I still don't understand the difference between those three things.
Kidneys filter the urine, and you have two of them.
Kidneys filter the urine, and you have two of them.
Spleen.
Yeah.
Filters the blood.
Spleen filters the blood.
Gallbladder stores the bile from the liver.
Also, the gallbladder is not a filter. It's a storage. It stores the bile.
The liver is the filter.
The liver is the filter.
And what's the bile produced from?
From the liver.
And where's the pancreas?
That's the working chemical.
And where's the pancreas? The working chemical of the liver it's a filter, yeah. Okay. Where's the pancreas?
Maybe at the butcher shop.
And what does it do?
It's another type of filter.
And what does it filter?
Well,
And do animals have it? Animals have pancreas?
Yeah.
You have pancreas? Pancreas steak?
Oh, it's not a...
Do you ever have chopped pancreas?
You're asking me, does any species ever eat these types of organ meats? I'm sure there are. You know, but
Yeah. No, I'm saying, is it in a cow?
I believe so.
Let me check.
I have what it does here.
Yeah.
The pancreas serves two primary functions: aiding in digestion and regulating blood sugar levels.
Okay, shkrach.
Releases hormones like insulin.
Now, we haven't seen anything about pancreas in this Masechta so far. I don't remember pancreas. I don't know what Hebrew word for pancreas yet. So, okay, fine. So the nace is shiny. The miracle is different. V'amar Rav Yitzchak Rabbi Yosef. And another thing, says Rav Yitzchak Rabbi Yosef, finger in the air, saying, Amar Rabbi Yochanan, name of Rabbi Yochanan. Halacha k'divrei ha'omer kazayas. The halacha is like the guy who says that a kazayas. What do you mean a kazayas? Maybe kazayas missing. Umi Amar Rabbi Yochanan. Oh, really? Does Rabbi Yochanan say kazayas? V'amar Rabbi Barchana. But doesn't Rabbi Barchana say in the name of Rabbi Yochanan? Halacha k'stam mishnah. Halacha is like a stam mishnah v'tanan, and it says in our mishnah, nitla hakaved. If the liver was taken, we take liver, and that makes it treif. So if the liver was taken, nitla hakaved, v'lo nishtayr menu klum, and there's nothing left. Ha nishtayr kasher, if a little bit was left, it would be kosher. Aval gav to lo avi kazayis, even if it's not a kazayis. So the question was, how much liver left? You know, less than a kazayis. What am I? Shav. Liver. Right? The law of kazayis amoraininu. Don't think it's a stira and a contradiction in the opinion of Rabbi Yochanan It's a machlokas Amoraim, Rabbi Yitzchak, Rabbi Yossi, and Rabbi Rachana, what Rabbi Yochanan actually held. Did he hold that a kazayas, you need that the liver still has a kazayas? Or did he hold that it didn't need to have a kazayas as long as there was something? So the Gemara says, what? Stira in Rabbi Yochanan? And it's like, no, just machlokas Amoraim, what Rabbi Yochanan actually said. You know, sometimes when you say things, things are said, and different people hear different things. You know, Rish Lakish heard one thing, Rabbi Yitzchak, Rabbi Yosef heard another thing.
Right.
All I heard was liver and onions. I mean, olives. Liver and olives.
Liver and olives?
Well, it says kazayas.
Oh.
Liver and olives. That's all I heard.
It sounds like an interesting dish.
Zalman, you ever have liver and olives? Did you ever get meat? They'd probably be delicious.
No, but I once made chicken livers with figs, and that was phenomenal.
Figs.
It was phenomenal because you had the minerally taste of the liver, and you had the sweet taste of the figs. It worked.
Yeah, you definitely got to do something with the mineral taste of the liver. But I even like plain liver, just the minerals, just the minerally taste. But yeah, I think liver is something, but you can add any taste to it. You can add sweet figs. You can add spicy olives.
Olives? Like a slice of
Salty
liver
olives.
and olive on a cracker?
Oof.
So good.
Forget about it.
Shabbos delight for Sudat Shlishit.
Yeah. Yeah. Mitzvah Hashem, from learning this Masechta, we're never going to walk into a butcher shop the same again for the rest of our lives.
Amen.
We're gonna know. We'll be able to make our own, shecht our own meat eventually. But even until we learn how to do the shechita ourselves, our understanding of the animal and different sizes of meat.
Shteigin bus, sorry.
Shteigin bus, sorry. Nice, Shteigin bus. Arr. So that's a shmuel of our Barchana likes to say. So halacha k'divrei Omer kazayas, right? That's what Rabbi Yitzchak, Rabbi Yossi says in the name of Rabbi Yochanan. Diba'ayinan kazayas shior benitol kaved. If they took his liver, they chafed his liver. A liver take is what they say. A liver taken is a liver trafin. Right?
Yeah.
That's what they say. Everyone knows what they say. But how much is left of the liver? That is the question.
I guess because the liver regenerates, so they're trying to determine like how much needs to be left for it to be able to regenerate, so that it could still live.
The liver regenerates? What is it?
Can you name the other organs that regenerate? I think there's only one other.
Is there another one?
I mean, anemone and
That's a secret.
yeah, it's a secret. Anemone and jellyfish regenerate.
No, I'm talking about human organ.
I didn't know there's another human organ that does regenerate.
I didn't know there was even one. I don't know what teeth.
It's called the
Hair.
dermis.
I mean hair and nails.
The skin.
Skin.
Dermis.
You don't think of it as an organ, but it is.
Yo. Run, Dermis, for the hostages!
Yes, yesterday on Tisha B'Av, bro, she was out there wailing, and I said, you know what, Tisha B'Av, I'm just gonna go about my day.
The truth is that how can we not scream and howl every day of the year that our brothers and sisters are in captivity and our government, which is supposed to be looking out for our best, hasn't done anything. Hasn't done anything, and they could do a nuclear strike
In Iran.
miles and miles and miles away, but in their own backyard. We have family members. Oh, and this government who couldn't prevent October 7th now is doing all these crazy beeper things.
Right.
The entire thing is planned.
Yeah.
Everything is planned. A bunch of Satanist pedophiles at the helm.
Yeah. How conveniently timed those missile strikes Erev Shabbos were, right? That siren right before Shabbos.
Yeah. Such a
Right. Like
such.
they know our Zmanim that well.
They know. They
Crazy.
Shimach is Yimach Shemam Zichram. Okay, so it's missing its liver. How much is missing? It's a machlokas in our parak. Diraminan stami maznis in ahadati. We asked the stira 2 mishnahs on each other. The Kitani raises this is the beginning. Elu trevos. These are the trevos. Nita lakave velonish menuklum. If the liver was taken and there was nothing left in it, we can infer honestire kshera. If there is any remaining amount of the liver, it's kosher. V'avalgav deleka kazayas. And even though there's not a kazayas. V'hadar tani, and then it goes, and it furthermore says that elu kasher, these are the kasheros, are the kosher, that nitla kaved, the liver is taken away, v'nishtayim kazayas, and it has a kazayas. V'mukminan la kitanayim, he says machukas tanayim. V'hacham ha'isi la mishom, shmaisis Rabbi Yitzchak bar Yosef, mishbeit Rabbi Yochanan. The reason they brought it here is because we're talking about Rabbi Yitzchak bar Rabbi Yosef in the name of Rabbi Yochanan. So this is another statement that they have in Tzemach how Rabbi Yochanan held. Does it need a kazayas or does it not? Now I'm actually very interested in this liver regenerating. How? Why?
That's the way Hashem planned it.
That is a great point. That is a good point. That is the answer, 100%. That's the way Hashem made it, but why? How?
As opposed to other organs?
Yeah, it's the craziest thing ever. You just dropped the biggest bomb on me about anatomy I've ever heard.
I think I seem to remember 7 years for it to totally regenerate.
How and why? Why livers can do that and not stomach and not heart?
Because it's a crucial filter, and probably in the course of doing the filtration, it tends to weaken and it needs to be constantly maintained.
Okay, that's very interesting. You know, kind of Hashem made the whole body out of liver, you know what I'm saying?
Right, but that has extra stress on it.
Yeah.
Because it has that extra important job of filtering out
Rivka, did you know that? That the liver just regenerates. Yeah. Yeah, I know it either.
But the onions you gotta buy each time.
The onions don't regenerate?
No.
What if you put them with the liver? Maybe like to have an influence. It's funny when I make liver and onions, it seems to disappear right away. So very interesting if the liver regenerates. I'll just say that's a fascinating thing. And so then if it has a kazayas or not, like does it need a kazayas to regenerate? The Hamar of Yochanan Lachis Mishnah. The Hanami Stamu he my Oma the Seifa Meresha. How do you know that he's saying that it needs a kazayas? Maybe he says that it just needs a tiny bit. Amarayinu. Rabbi Yitzchak the Savar the low Kyle Rabbi Yochanan. Rabbi Yitzchak says that Rabbi Yochanan wasn't saying Halacha Kistam Mishnah Ella Hechad Isvirale Amar Behedja. Hechad Isvirale, where he's thinking it already, he said explicitly Halacha Mishnah Zo. The Mishnah is like the Halacha is like this Mishnah. The Amora Achrina and a different Amar Mishmei Rabbi Yochanan said the name of Rabbi Jochanan. Halacha Kistab Mishnah, and the halacha is like the Stam Mishnah. The Ika Trey Stami, the Sodra Adadi. When you have 2 Stam Mishnahs, you know what Stam Mishnah is, Alan? Stam Mishnah is a Mishnah that they don't tell us who the author is. It doesn't say Amar this guy or Amar that guy. It's just like our Mishnah says Elu Trefos.
So we gather it's the usual suspects that lived at that time.
No, so we'll figure out who it is. But this is called a Stam Mishnah, an anonymous Mishnah. And when you have two anonymous Mishnahs in a row, like we have, if you go to the next Mishnah, which comes about right after we turn many pages, go to 54a. It's another Mishnah, and the Mishnah doesn't have an author. And so if you have two stam Mishnahs, two authorless Mishnahs in a row, if there's a reason to favor one over the other, mechaverta, ki'ayid is an hedge like that. For example, it's a hedge in Echadini Momenos, they have this. As the Rabbi Yochanan Basra, Rabbi Yochanan goes according to the stronger one. If it wasn't that he wasn't sure, and he didn't establish like one of them. And these two Mishnahs, these two authorless Mishnahs, if he had a reason, in this of Rabbi Yitzchak, lo hava mukminan la be'amorai, they would have established this machlokas amoraim. Since there's no way to say, oh, with a kazayas, without a kazayas. Now, you know what a kazayas is? A kazayas is an olive's worth. We're talking about an olive's worth.
Yeah.
The olive's worth of the...
A measurement of small.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how much left of the kidney. Do we need to have that much amount left, or even if you had half of an olive's worth?
You said kidney, you meant liver?
I meant liver. Is there l'shenuye de Rabbi Yitzchak leislei I klal de Rabbi Yochanan? So we need to teach that Rabbi Yitzchak doesn't have that principle of Rabbi Yochanan. There's no machlokas. Some people say that Rabbi Yochanan needed the olive's worth, and some people say that Rabbi Yochanan did not need the olive's worth. The Amar Rabbi Yitzchak, back in the Gemara now. Damar Rabbi Yitzchak Bar Yosef Rabbi Yochanan. Rabbi Yitzchak Bar Yosef says, Rabbi Yochanan Marash and Nikva v'kaved so small. So if the gallbladder was pierced and the liver covers it, it's kosher, kashera. Rabbi Yitzchak Bar Rabbi Yosef, Rabbi Yosef, the name Rabbi Yochanan, furthermore says, Nikev a korkavan v'akis shalo. Korkavan, I think it's like a gullet or something. This is in chickens. V'akis shalo, and its bag. Kayam, and the bag is still there, kosher. Ibailu, they asked Nikev akis, what if the keys, the bag, that can actually be the pancreas. If the bag was pierced and the korkavan, but the gillet or whatever the korkavan is, we can't get the English on that, is around what's the din? Tashmakam, and here Dam Rav Nachman, says Rav Nachman, Nikev zebelozeh kosher. If this one, without that one, is pierced, it's kosher. Okay? So the case is that the gallbladder was pierced and the liver covered it up. So that's the place where it is cleaving, where the gallbladder is cleaving to the liver. Okay. So you have on this side, okay. So the spleen is on one side of the cow. The spleen is on the side small. That's where you got the spleen. And it's pretty close to the liver. You can see the liver from the side small. If you turn it to the side yamin, so now you see the liver in all of its glory. That's a big liver. We got to know. How is it possible the liver can just regenerate?
Yeah.
How? What is it? A tarantula? I don't know if tarantula can regenerate. It's a mold. But what is it? A starfish? What is it? An anemone? What is it? A soft body sea anemone?
What is it?
Was it jellyfish? By the way, you want something very interesting?
Nigerian.
Yeah, Nigerian. Jellyfish and coral reef are the same species of animal. They're called cnidarians.
Really?
Jellyfish have the body on top, and they can move around easily. Yeah, medusals. And the medusoids. The medusoids, they can move around, and their tentacles go down. And a cnidarian, like coral reef, it's called a polypoid, right? And it stays, it connects, yeah, it stays connected to the sea ground or something, or to a rock, and its antennae or its legs go up.
That's unbelievable.
But they're both what
Nigerians.
Canadians?
Both Nigerians.
Canadians?
See a silent.
See a silent C, I say the C. Canadians. You ever seen the CN word?
I've never
seen it until here. Canadians. So we have the liver. We have the liver. And down here we have the gallbladder. Right? Liver, gallbladder. Part of the gallbladder is cleaving to the liver. And if that part of the gallbladder is pierced and then it's immediately covered up by the liver, so that's the Gemara's question. Nikva, Amarash and Nikva, Vekabed so sma, it's kosher in such a case, according to Rabbi Yochanan. Keshera, feel Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Yehuda, even according to Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Yehuda, who says that the pancreas, who says that the gallbladder that's pierced is a treifa, right? He was like the guy who's like, there's 9 treifas. There's 9 types of pierced things that get pierced that's a treifa. Also the gallbladder. Even this guy agrees, though, that if it gets pierced in the place that the gallbladder is cleaving to the liver, that's not a problem. That's kosher. Amar Rabbi Yitzchak, Rabbi Yossi. Another thing Rabbi Yitzchak, Rabbi Yossi said in the name of Rabbi Yochanan, he said, they give a korkavan. If the korkavan, who remembers what a korkavan is? Got it? Now we gotta go see the.
So the liver's regenerative capacity is
bird.
exceptional. It can regrow even after losing up to 90%.
Wow, that's why they're saying
It needs to have a
kazayas.
kazayas. Right, like if it lost more than a kazayas. But how? I hear what you're saying, I still have a kasha though. How? Okay. Here, by the way, is the spleen. Classic on the left of the animal. You always got a spleen just hanging over. It's actually pretty cool. Okay. This is the spleen.
Wow.
And you can see more pictures of it.
Wow, really? It's like that long oval shit.
And the Simanim Shinidal Dulu and the Gugolas and the Bazar Chofaz Rova Karas that we wanted to see. We actually have a picture. It's in Chelik Bays, doesn't tell us what page it's on. Chelik Bays, Tamuna 1.1.3 and 0.21. 0.1. I do. 0.1, 0.2, Chelik Bays. Wow, it's so crazy. Okay. Here it is. Get ready. Get ready. Basar chofe es rov hakeres. I mean, we have a picture of that meat. It's this. This is an animal. This is a whole sheep or something. You see the sheep? Rivka, you see the sheep? This is the sheep. This here is the basar achofaz rov hakeres. Okay. Here's another one. Here's the stomach. Here is the stomach. This is the chalev that's on top of it. See the chalev? And I guess this is the basar that is covering it. And there's the chalev. There's the basar. Okay. But we're still looking for the korkovan. We're still looking for the main kavan. Someone wants to look up korkovan? You got Joshua around here?
Yeah.
I think it's a gullet. But it's something I'm pretty sure it's something with a bird. With a poultry.
Kavan
Yeah.
with a cup.
Yeah. Kuf. Korkovan. Man, give over the olive. Got it. Da, 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 da. This book never fails. Da, 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 da. I just didn't know what I was looking at because it's so crazy looking. Okay. Okay. So there are a few parts of the bird, of the poultry, which is not the puppet. Nice. There are a few parts of the poultry. Oh, but korkovan. Okay, let's see. I think that there are parts of the poultry that don't exist, but pubic they have in behema. Zebek is the gullet. The veshet, it goes from the esophagus of the chicken to the gullet, right? It's called the zefek. That doesn't have an animal, right? Korkovan in kli equal. So the korkovan is how the chicken digests. Is the korkovan with the other digestive things in the chicken. Hakorkovan butar, it's cut to show the kiss, the stomach of the korkovan. Okay, you said pupik?
Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, what is it? It could be pupik, but that's like food. What is it in the animal? The stomach is like the yellow membrane. Yeah, but we don't know if it's pupik.
I could be wrong.
What's pupik? What did you say pupik was?
Tuchus.
Tuchis.
It's the puppet?
I thought it was the belly button.
I also thought it was belly button.
Umbilical cord, yeah.
But anyways, korkovan. We got to see what the type is. I want to go to English word. Not Yiddish. Which guy? Mared is a equal to ovos rei lekaman. Okay. Wow. Okay. Here is how the chicken eats. You guys ready? There's the chicken. It says bak 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 baka. Goes into the esophagus, into the gullet, into, I don't know, it's called the stomach of Blutos, and then it goes into the korkovan, and then it goes into the reish mei, the beginning of the innards, and then it goes into the intestines, and then it goes into the sanya divi, then it goes into the chalcholes, and then it goes into the pietabat, which is the butt, which might be the puppet. I don't know, is someone saying pupik's tush?
They're saying pupik is gizzard.
The gizzard, yeah. Well, that's what the korkovan is, the gizzard.
They're saying in one hand belly button navel, and on the other hand they're saying gizzard in the same thing. So I don't know how that works, but that's what they're saying.
Yeah. Over here. Let's actually see a real picture of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at this, guys. There's the heart of the chicken. There's the liver of the chicken. There is the gizzard.
Looks a lot like fricassee to me.
These are the intestines. And these are the beginnings of the intestines. These are the beginnings of the innards of the May digestion poop. Wow, it's so wild.
Let me see it.
Sure. Guys, the korkovan, the thick muscular stomach of birds also known as its craw. It's in Chulin.
Kevat Kashrim?
Yeah, muscular stomach. Where do you see that?
Just on Wikipedia search here. I'm not on Wikipedia, it just happened to pop up.
I know, of course. So the intestines are meant the craw, the liver, the heart. The craw, that really sticks in my craw, Zalman.
I found the website milog.co.il. It says Kordovan, Zachar, Tavor, or Pupik.
Okay, that's not in Hebrew. But Tavor or Pupik or what?
They're saying Kordovan.
It's translated into Hebrew. So it's stomach, Tavor. What's Tavor? Tavor Aretz? Okay.
And Pupik.
And Pupik. Belly button. All right, Jasper says it's the muscular stomach. Where did you see that shriri?
Wikipedia, when I typed in Kordovan on Google.
That's good. That stems with.
Yeah, that's Shriri.
That stems with what this guy's saying. But it's also the craw. You know the expression, it really sticks in my craw?
Never heard that.
Zalman? You've never heard sticks in my craw?
Kicking the crotch at her.
I gotta look this up. Stick in my craw. I can't believe you guys haven't heard. You guys know you guys have heard the expression craw?
But I believe in the anatomy of that kind of chicken that they eat little pebbles and it stays in there and that helps as an abrasive factor
Okay.
for the digestion.
Yeah, they do eat like pebbles sometimes. Okay. AI overview. I just Googled it. Zucked AI. Sticks in my craw is an idiom that means something is very annoying or unacceptable to someone. Sticks in my craw. I can't believe that none of you guys heard that expression. Yes, it really sticks. And the phrase or the belief to originated from the way that birds digest food.
Wow.
With their craw being a storage area for food before digestion.
Wow.
And that's called the korkovan. It really sticks in his korkovan, someone might say. The comparison suggests something is difficult to swallow or digest mentally. Stick in one's craw. Wow. I can't believe that none of you guys knew that expression. Yeah. All right, maybe it's a New York version. Oh, I'm from New York. It's upstate New York. Well, I'm from Albany. Oh, you wouldn't know it. It's from Utica. So that must be the reason. We have two upstate New York people. But Utica over here. So, Albany. No. It's from Utica.
Stuck in the craw, but we still threw it in the fricassee.
Yeah, stuck in the craw. Still took it in the fricassee. Still threw it in the fricassee.
The original Gottlieb's recipe.
And you call them steamed craw, even though it is clearly
just another grinder.
Grilled. Even though it's clearly grilled, they call it steamed craw. Okay. Really sticks in my craw. It really sticks in my craw that you guys don't know that expression. Okay, craw. That's amazing. I'm so happy. I never knew what a craw was. I never knew exactly what a korkovan was.
That's cool.
Korkovan?
Yeah.
Korkovan?
That's
Korkovan?
For sure.
Craw? Korkovan?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, says the Gemara, if the gallbladder was pierced and the liver covers it up, it's kosher. And Rabbi Yitzchak Bar Yosef and Rabbi Yochanan says another thing. If the craw is pierced, but the craw sac, it already sticks in my craw sac. Craw sac is fine, it's kosher. And they ask him, what if the craw sac was pierced, but the craw is fine? What's the case? Tashma. And so it says Rav Nachman, that as long as one of them is not pierced, it's okay. Be the craw sac. What about crawfish? What does that have to do with craws? Kaved says so much in the Kuba Magom. Okay, hard. Kishalo, the klipa hapnimis. So it's the inner membrane, or the inner covering of this korkavan. So we say zeh shelo keneged zeh, kigon zeh pikabe b'chibur. The korkavan puzzle. So all the food goes to the korkavan. Umichalchalan, and it kind of like michalchalan, digests mash up. It's true. V'nichnas b'nekev, and it goes into the hole until it goes out the other hole. Tochis of the cow, of the chicken, which might be public. You're saying Tochis is public?
No, he's saying that. I'm saying I don't think so.
And it says doesn't think so. Zalman says Tochis is public. I thought it was belly button. But I have a kasha on the belly button, Mahalach.
Yeah.
There's no umbilical cord on a bird. It's hatched.
There is an umbilical cord into the shell.
Wow. Did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
Because it takes nutrients.
Pretty sure.
I don't know about that
We'll
one.
have to check that out.
It's been a long time since I hatched that thought.
Oh, it hatched the thought. You're gonna have to.
But I'm pretty sure I didn't pull it out.
We gotta Amir Tashem go to Rachamim. We gotta do it because we love him.
Yeah, man.
And we want to show him that we care about him.
Amen.
And so that's one reason that's very important to go to share there.
Yeah.
To share there. But now that we're dealing with chicken parts, we gotta ask Rachamim to let us like give share in the chicken coop maybe. Actually, I don't know if it's mutter because it might stink.
Yeah.
But if chas v'shalom, like one of the chickens like dies,
Right.
maybe like he'll give it to us to kind of
Biologically assess.
put on gloves, and get the scalpel.
Wow.
We gotta go to Rachamim because we love him, and it would be a big schus also for that land that we love to have share there every once in a while.
Yes.
Okay. So, but right now we're not at Rachamim. We don't have a chicken.
And if anybody can stick it in the craw, he can.
Yeah, Rachamim.
God bless.
God bless. Says the Gemara, see Gittin 81b, that over there is Rabbi Barchana, Los Virale, that Rabbi Yochanan holds like halachos like Stam Mishnah, and Tzarech Yishuv Gadol, big kasha. And there's different people who talk about was this really Rabbi Barchana or not. So he says, Rabbi Yochanan, the kiss shalo is kayim is kosher yibaylu nikav hakis v'akor kavan ma'us is one without the other is good, and I can see by the clock in the wall that it's time to wish to one and all goodbye, farewell, so long, adieu. Sereman Yavos, Erchabam, Moshe Barucho, Gam Zulidova, Dan Gavskos, Racham, Chanun, Rav Chesed, Evez, Oevez Atayra, Oevez Avrios, Oevez Ashalom, Aduman Vu. Goodbye until we steig again. One note, when I say, Oevez Ashalom, say, so there's a machlekes. Yeah. Oevez Ashalom. Aduman Vu. Goodbye until we steig again.
Okay, so
Yeah.
technically, according to Google, birds do not have an umbilical cord,
What? Why did you hit it during shear?
but what they do have.
Oh wait, are we still live? Yo, birds do not have an umbilical